Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do a video on things to know before you bleach your hair and commit to doing that and like dyeing your hair. Also my qualifications. I actually have had this exact hairstyle, like green and purple, since I think 2022, like late 2022, or no, I lied. No, I so lied. Late 2021. I think late 2021. Actually, I lied again. I think like yeah, like pretty late 2021, like September 2021, I think. Around that time, I've had green and purple hair since then. I had different shades of green and purple. When I first started, I had like a really nasty, gross green. Like it was because my hair was like not bleached. It was like a whole thing. It was like a weird, like gross green. I think I've definitely improved a lot since. But before that, I've had my hair bleached since I think like 2020, I want to say. I've tried like every color before I had green and purple. I did like every single color, like purple, green, orange, yellow, even at one point, red, all colors. I had all colors. Even before, since like I think I've had like bleached hair since actually like 2019, maybe. I think. Yeah, and then I think at one point I don't really remember like my phase, but I think at one point like it grew in, and then like I just like retouched it at one point. I don't know, but I've had my hair like this for a really long time. Also, when I was in high school, no, middle school, I really wanted to be like emo AF. Like I wanted to like have the look and everything. I kind of flopped, like it kind of failed because I did like this much bleach, like the tips of it, and it was just like really gross and ugly, and like they didn't bleach it enough, and like it was just like really ugly. It was like a really ugly look, but I tried, and now I am who I wanted to be. But I just want to do like a quick video on things to know. I want to make this like 10 minutes or less. It's probably not because I talk so fucking much, but like these are just things you should know. So first of all, what should I start with actually? Let me do like okay, I'll start with the one good thing that I put because I only put one good thing because I don't want to put like all the good things in this video because it's like that's like a whole other video. I want to do like what you should know. But like one thing is the good thing is once you bleach all of it, you don't have to re-bleach all of it. You just have to like you only have to do like the roots. That's kind of like a good thing. But that takes me to my next point. That is once you start, there's no going back. And what I mean by that is like once you bleach your entire hair, it's bleached. And like it's bleached, you know what I mean? You when I say you can't go back, like there's no going back, like you kind of can, I guess. Like you could like re-dye your hair all brown or like all black, you know, like back to your natural hair color. But even then, like you have to keep up with it a little bit. Although I will say, like colors, like I know like black is kind of hard to get out. So like for that color, it's like once that color's in, like that's basically in. But like it can fade and stuff. So like that's what I mean. Like there's no going back. That takes me to my next point, which is you have to keep up. Once you start, you have to either commit and keep up, or like not keep up, and then you have like ingrown roots, and like it looks kind of crazy, um, which is fine if you're into that. But yeah, you have to keep up with it. So you have to keep going back and getting your roots. Like for example, mine actually are due. Um, I have not done my hair since the last time I got my hair done and touched up was May. It's July. It was late May. It's July 27th. So we're at that 2 month mark. You're actually, that's another thing is if you really want to keep up with it, you have to do it every 2 months. I go to a hairstylist because I just don't trust myself to do my hair. I've had several times where I've tried to do my own hair and I just fuck it up and it pisses me off. I always end up with like bands. It's like a whole thing. I'd rather just pay someone to do it so that I don't walk around with like hair that I regret. Another thing is it's costly if you do it. It's actually costly regardless, but mostly costs like a lot more cost if you do it at a hair salon with like a hairstylist. That's another thing to take into consideration. And also, if you're keeping up with it and getting your roots done, you have to take that cost into like like your I guess your monthly whatever, right? Because it's like you're doing that every 2 months. You're gonna have to be paying every 2 months. Even if you're doing it at home, you have to set time aside to do that yourself every 2 months. You have to like also invest in like the product and stuff. And you have to do that yourself every 2 months. And the reason why I say every 2 months is because you could wait longer technically. Like I have to make an appointment. I'll probably make an appointment actually after this video, because I don't want to wait too long, because what happens is if you wait too long and you get it done at a hairstylist or with a hairstylist or at a hair salon, what ends up happening, I can't talk today. I just woke up, actually, guys. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I just feel the need to say that. I just woke up. I'm, like, drinking my coffee. I'm constipated, so I don't want to, like, I have coffee, like, a full cup of coffee. I don't want to drink that right now, though, because then I'm going to, like, shit, like, 10 minutes into this video, and I'm at 5 minutes right now, and, like, I don't want to, like, deal with that. I don't have to, like, get up and, like, pause and, like, edit and be like, I have to go take a shit, guys. Like, no. Anyway, I'm just being honest. Like, sorry. But, yeah, if you go to a hairstylist, if you wait too long and you, like, let your roots grow in for, like, 4 months, let's say, and it's, like, up to here, it's going to cost more. So it's better to just keep up every 2 months. Otherwise, you have to pay more to get it fixed, because then you'll get charged for, like, more hair. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, right now, I'm, like, at roots. Like, these are my roots. It's going to cost, like, the root amount. If I wait for it to get up to here, it's going to cost more. Like, a lot more. Not only that, but it's going to take longer. It's just, like, a whole thing. I actually wanted to do another video on things to know before going to get your hair done, like how to prep for it, because I think hair appointments and nail appointments are kind of overrated. Like, I feel like people always try to make it seem like it's super relaxing, and I'm like, it feels very, like, it just takes, like, a long time, which is, like, fine, like, that's expected, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, that's, like, a whole other video. But another thing to know, it will get on everything. It will literally get on everything. Depending on the color that you get, it will get on everything. Everything. Like, even, like, there's times where, like, I lean my head on, like, a wall and, like, it gets on there. It also depends on, like, how much you touch it up, right? Also, like, literally everything. Like, your towels, your hair, not your hair, of course your hair, but, like, your clothes, everything. And that's just something you have to accept and deal with. It's not that serious. You can wash it out. Sometimes it doesn't come out, but, like, it's literally not that serious. But if that's something that bothers you, take that into consideration. My next point, some colors are hard to get out. That is very true. So purple is one of them that, like, purple is kind of like a cool one, because it turns, well, cool and not, because it turns to, like, blue. So it's like, I don't like that, because I mean, I don't mind it. It's more just like it turns to blue and then I have, like, 3 different colors, and that kind of pisses me off. But there's yeah, I don't know. So, like, there's that. It is harder to get out, though. I think red's harder to get out. Black's harder to get out. Look into that. There's some that are easier. Lighter colors are always going to be, like, easier to get out and paint over. And that takes us to my next point, that some colors are hard to paint over. So, like, I think black, obviously. Like, I think some of them would require you to do, like, color remover. And that's, like, a whole other thing, too. So, like, just think about that. Like, think about, like, the cost and, like, the effort you're putting into all that. You know, take that into consideration, the commitment. I think green is easy to paint over once, like, it becomes lighter. This one also, if it becomes blue, it washes out, becomes, like, a light blue. You can paint over it with, like, a darker color. So that's the thing. It's, like, the key is always going for darker colors, right? Because when going over past colors, because then it'll cover it up. Like, for me, like, I had, like, a weird shade of green, and, like, when I first got this, I had, like, a bunch of, like, weird colors and stuff. Like, it was just, like, gross, and so I went darker, and it covered it up, and it looks nice, and I like it. You have to keep up. I think I mostly covered everything. I have 2 more points, though. Working out is annoying. Working out's annoying because there's times where I will, like, sweat, and, like, sweat from my hair, my head will come down, and it leaves, like, normal people's sweat is, like, clear, right? And it just, like, drips down. Mine is, like, it'll come out, like, green or purple, and that annoys me. I'm not gonna lie, like, washing your hair is kind of annoying, too. You get the color all over the bathtub. That's another thing that's kind of annoying. And then, like, it just becomes, like, really overstimulating, I feel like. Yeah, working out, showering, your bathtub will be colorful. Last one, jobs. A lot of jobs, if you work, like, retail jobs, they don't like dyed hair. A lot of them don't like dyed hair. Some of them do. I think a lot of companies have become better at this. There were a lot of jobs that I worked that were okay with it. Actually, I worked Build-A-Bear for a long time. They did not like my piercings or my dyed hair. I don't know. Or did they like dyed hair? No, they did not. They did not. Because I remember I went through a period where they had me wearing like my hair up like in a hat, or like I would have to wear like a wig or like a whole bunch of things. It's like a whole thing. So yeah, a lot of jobs don't like dyed hair. Take that into consideration. But there are also like a lot of jobs that like I'm pulling my hair out right now. There were a lot of jobs that did not care. I think majority of the jobs I worked did not care. Like they generally did not care. Just yeah, I guess just like take that into consideration. I think again, as I was saying, like a lot of jobs nowadays with like times, like they don't care, and they become better at not being like fucking insufferable and like annoying and like terrible fucking people. And it's like, do you really want people that fucking bad? Like it says like you're hiring, like do you really want people that fucking bad if you can't take me as I fucking am? Like I'm doing the fucking work, am I not? I'm here, aren't I? Like I'm fucking clocked on and I'm working. Like hello, like just like why do you give a fuck if I have dyed hair or piercings or not? But anyway, that's like a whole rant for another day. That's actually fucking aggravating. Like shut the fuck up. Like genuinely shut the fuck up. Like oh my god, I was not supposed to get evil in this video, but I did. I was trying to keep it like professional. I'd be like, here are 10 things you need to know. But like, no, I always have to take it there. I always have to fucking take it there and like fucking go on a fucking tangent. But it's like, no, like, do you fucking want me or not? Like, you're hiring. You're desperate. I see the sign. Like, clearly you don't need people that fucking bad. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna drink my coffee because constipation is, I'm not constipated. I just like feel it. Like, you know, like it's like at the door. I had a big dinner yesterday. I fucked up a vegan tacos. I'm vegan, by the way. I always love to tell people I'm vegan because I am vegan. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah.